So I'm just an idiotic, stupid dog, mind you. But whatever. Lo and behold, my producers, they come up to me and say, listen, you got to temper so much racial whatever. My producer looks at me and said, this is the Ron DeSantis era we're about to come into. Woke culture is going to go into dormancy. You can't talk about all the black people that are getting shot by the cops or beat up. My producer says, listen, there's been a bit of an improvement. They used to shoot all the black people. Now they got to beat them up. So it's a little harder to beat to death. They're getting better at it. They're beating to death more black people, but the overall numbers might drop if they're not just shooting them. So you got to look at the bright side. I'm like an idiotic, stupid dog. I don't even know if I could fathom that. And I looked at my producer. I was like, I don't think you got the right, tact, or you tack or this way or that one. Like if you're sailing, you do something, the boat goes this way. I don't know if you got the right tact. But I didn't even know if I was using the word the right way, so I couldn't really argue with him. But he says, listen, son, we're going into the Ron DeSantis era here, boys. You can buy stock in that. It's a prediction. And I thought, well, maybe that's what they pay the producers for. You got to pay them for something. Maybe they're the ones who know what's going to happen next. But my producer, he said, you got to quit discussing like the Johnny Depp movie where he's a trainer training young black men to go beat up black men. That he's saying you can't say the cops. And as a dog, I was like, I'm not saying the cops do that. I'm just saying society or all the pressures of the political whatevers kind of crush upon them. And everybody should get along a little bit better. Everybody should get along a little bit better, and that'll be better for everybody. But what are you going to, I'm just a stupid dog. I don't even think I know any better, but I kind of got backed away from the producer. And I went and got my own apparatus on and said, if I got to be dictated to, and I got to be told that I'm coming into a new era where my quote-unquote woke level, I don't have a woke level, I'm an idiotic dog. I might have a woke quotient. I don't have a woke level. I don't have to be woke I don't have to, it doesn't even matter. So I hooked on my own apparatus. I made my own post, and I just basically said, the other thing, my producer's like, hey, come here a minute. He put his arm around me. He's like, you try that. You get a little less ethnic, and we'll see what happens. Maybe it'll be better for everybody. I said, I don't know. But he put his arm around me. He says, here's what I want you to do, though. Joe Biden is like a moronic fool. And I said, listen, all producers are more conservative. I said, listen, you might be a Trump man, a Ron DeSantis man, or this, that, the other thing. Maybe a Holly Berry or the girl Nikki Haley from South Carolina. He said, no. Just make fun of Joe Biden for me. Could you do that? I said, I'll see. He says, look at me. Dog. One of his catchphrases is, I'll be there. He looks up in the stands. He goes, I'll be there. He looks over the cars. I'll be there. He goes, I'll be there. Don't worry about it. I'll be there. He says to cars, I'll be there. He could be staggering like he's got slapped with a 2x4 upside his head and he's concussed. Or like he's a chicken that had his head chopped off, but like a little piece of the cerebral cortex survived the chop and he can run around for a week or two. That's what we're talking about here. I looked at him. I said, listen, we'll see what I can do. So that's where I found myself with my own apparatus. I was going to do a quick Joe Biden take because Joe's always looking up and saying, I'll be there. Hey, buddy, I'll be there. You know it. I'll be there. And Joe's like, I'll be there. He puts on his cool glasses. He's like, I'll be there. Well, some people don't appreciate I'll be there. Joe saying I'll be there like a catchphrase. Because Joe's like an old ossified mummy that they electrified and made come back to life. You shouldn't be a president when you're staggering around rail thin, wispy, like a scarecrow, and you're saying to everybody, I'll be there. Hey, I'll be there. You over there. I'll be there. I love it. But, the difference between Joe's shtick and Donald's was Donald had the whole earth, in turmoil. Like Donald's chaotic. Donald's not happy unless everyone's bitching and crying and moaning and groaning. This one, that, and the other one all fighting. The good one was when you had Obama. Obama was cool. Obama, you didn't know nothing that was going on because Obama kept it all inside. Obama smoked cigarettes and shot 3-pointers on command. Come on. What are you saying? Come on. Obama was cool, but Obama's problem was, Biden or Joey Biden. His problem is he's an ancient fossilized version of himself from the 70s that would have been pretty good president in the 70s, And then you got Trump is an insecure, obese slob. But whatever. Some people like that kind of thing. Whatever. Obama was a cool hand Luke, you know what I'm saying? But the problem with Obama is he was being president while black. And that was the thing I could have said to my producer. The problem is the coolest guy, the best since Clinton over here, the best manager, the best results. Look at it all. They had a lockbox. At the end of Clinton's thing, they had a lockbox of money. What are you going to do with all this extra money Clinton left us? Please. Come on. George Bush, Trump, they all rounded up. This one, that, and the other one, they sky high. Obama, come on. Obama was cool. Sedate, nice, friendly, personable. Come on. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I told my producers, I'm not going to get involved with this kind of thing anymore. If you don't think that racial, whatever, commentary or observations or whatever, is commercial, if racial observations aren't commercial, so what? All right, good. We'll get off it. We'll try to get something a little bit more uplifting. We won't talk about these kind of things. So my producers will be a little bit more happy. But I'm not going to try to make too much fun of Joe Biden. And the other thing they want me to do, I guess I'll do it. Whatever. You got to get off. So we get off topic. As a dog, I'm like, if I have to leave racial things for a while and get on to something better, more uplifting or happier, we can always come back in the old days in the future, in the dog remembers, it can all be changed.